Let's get into it, though. Oh, wait. Yep. Hey.
Good morning.
Damn, quick on the one viewer. I gotta say,
Good
quick
folks
on the
at
one
home.
viewer.
Well,
Thanks for popping in.
We let it hang for a sec.
We did.
We let her hang for a sec. This is the That's Not Funny comedy podcast. We are two friends that love each other but do not like each other. Sorry to scream.
Almost at all. This is Jeff.
Sorry to scream. This is Tyler. There's a lot of passion happening behind these lights.
You know, we've been working hard to get this banner, this background banner done. The tentacles, we feel like it really represents.
Yeah, each little ripple of a tentacle is one trauma.
Deep trauma.
Absolutely.
We synced up on that nicely.
Hey, it's because it's the truth. We only say things that are the truth.
We're bringing the Go Juice back. The juice was gone. You know, one thing that we're trying to do is bring
a little bit of our life into your world.
A little bit of our juice into your mouth.
But, yeah, I mean, and this is not a comedy podcast, by the way. Comedy might occur. That's up to you, the good folks at home. Without further ado, TT, what was not funny for you this week, good sir? Probably a lot.
First
you have an
real
overstimulated toddler.
Overstimulated toddler, yeah, for
Which
sure.
Which leads to an overstimulated Tyler.
No, 100%. It literally actually does. Like, by the time I got home last night, I was like, I've got like a big.
You need a stiff. You need a bottle.
I needed a bottle.
He's not on bottles anymore.
I don't do bottles anymore.
But neither of you do.
Or Xanax, and that's the other thing that I could have used.
That's honestly good.
It is. It's really
nice.
good
to not have a crippling addiction to benzodiazepines.
It's dangerous. It'll kill you, folks. It'll also give you
the best time
next
of your
level.
Life.
Actually, no. It'll actually just give you a neutral time, which is the best time of your life when you're having the worst time of your life.
Right.
It's something that I always think about with you, because I'm like, you know, for me, I was always like, benzos just kind of makes me sleepy. And for you, you were always like, this is great. And then now that once I developed the panic disorder and was like, oh, this is great, not because it is any positive input.
It just takes away the negative.
It just removes the negative stimulus.
Dude, my mom literally she was giving me those like in a fashion she should not when I was in high school. And she gave my brother like a quarter of a clozapam before a flight. And he was actually like 4.
Oh my God.
His neurochemistry was forever altered, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because of a flight to Fargo.
Ashton, if you see this,
I'm sorry. I love you. I should have done more. I was 14.
He was 14.
I was concerned with other things.
Like getting pussy.
Not the only you can't say pussy this close to the intro, bro.
You're gonna 3 minutes and 57 seconds. I can say whatever I want.
All right.
I mean, maybe not whatever I want. Can. Are you hearing this peaky mic?
Yeah, it's called don't do
peaky
that.
Mic.
Last time I listened, everything was fine. Please,
really?
Please, yes. Please, yes.
Jesus,
Trust me.
Okay.
Because the thing is, if you fuck with it, and I can say fuck, we're in 4 minutes. If you fuck with it, then it could be bad the entire rest of the episode. And would you have egg on your face? We've got parameters. We're keeping the parameters. If they are fucked, we know.
That scares me. When I see red, I get scared.
Well,
I'm the opposite of a bull.
Sit back.
I'm the opposite
of a bull. Look at me. Look at my red.
Do you know how hard
I'm practically
it is?
Screaming.
I went on a vacation, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful for the first day. It was great. It was amazing. And then the second day was pretty great for about 6 hours. I've got a lot of fun. I got a lot of fun video, a lot of fun pictures of Loop and having fun in the Great Wolf Lodge is a pretty cool place.
You're too close.
They are.
You gotta be back.
They are financial.
You look short.
Rapists.
You're peeking into the mic.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's what you want. Not
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm just telling you.
So,
but I do like the Great Wolf Lodge.
Great Wolf Lodge is pretty neat. It's a place like you've never been. I've never been to an indoor.
Are you calling me poor? Are you calling me trash? I've been to the Great Wolf Lodge. You say me or one?
One.
I know. I'm just trying to inject a little chaos.
You are a chaos bringer. So you get there and you're like, okay, this is $600. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fair. That's good. And then you go to eat any fucking meal and you're like, oh, that $600 is not $600 anymore, is it?
No.
And then by the time we were done 2 days there, it wound up being like almost $1,300.
Ugh.
which is like,
And that's just a family of 3.
That's a family of 3.
Imagine
that's
a family of 4 or
and
5.
one of them is 3. And so
Yeah.
like he can eat like a micro toothpaste tube full of like yogurt, and that's it every meal. So like once you start. Anyways, it's a really cool place. They are financial rapists. That's okay. You kind of have to be if you're going to do something like the Great Wolf Lodge. Like, I don't blame them.
They're Great Wolf lodging their dick into your ass.
100%. 100%. And it's an amazing amount of stimulation for a 3-year-old until it's way too much fucking stimulation for a 3-year-old.
So when you say overstimulated, I kind of feel like I understand, but like, what is it? Can you go into it for the folks that don't have kids?
Okay, so pretty much when there's lights and sounds everywhere constantly, and you're in a new place, and you don't have your bedroom or your normal toys or your normal anything.
That makes sense. But what's the
output?
aftermath? Yeah,
the aftermath is an hour and a half of the aftermath is Lupin wanting to play a dinosaur shooting game in the arcade and being completely fucking unwilling to get off of it when we were like, that's excessively violent. We're not going to do that.
Sure.
And me having to like full-blown kidnap my own son by scooping him up. Oh, of course.
Oh,
yeah, when you kidnap a kid, you get looks. But the funny thing is, if it was a kidnapping, I did it.
Right.
I did it.
Right.
I kidnapped a kid.
That's kind of wild, right? Nobody, it's a kind of a social experiment.
Yeah, it really is. So
this,
I'm kind of thinking about like doing it again, like trying it again. It was kind of a
should
rush.
make a YouTube series
where I kidnap my own kid.
Where you try and kidnap your own kid and just up the ante a little bit more until somebody finally does something.
Has a gun, a concealed carry permit.
Well, just see what it would take for a bystander to actually intervene.
It might be, and it might be nothing. There might be nothing that's big enough for a bystander to intervene.
I mean, and that would we'd actually be putting a bad thing into the world, because then people would know that there's a very low barrier to entry for kidnapping.
I think
more people don't kidnap because there's fear around it. But if we destigmatize,
well, here's the problem with kidnapping.
Lay it on me.
There's only one thing worthwhile for a sicko that you're gonna do with a kid you nap. Okay.
And it's not have an excuse to watch Bluey.
It's not have an excuse to watch Bluey, folks. Because here's the thing: raising a kid is. It's an act of love. It is no walk in the park. It costs a lot of money.
I bet there are people that would want to kidnap though because they want a kid or something. They want a kid, yeah.
And I guess there's like CPS is making sure that you can't adopt a kid if you're a psychopath. So if you're
I don't think CPS is doing a very good job.
I don't think they are either.
And I think adopting is actually really, really expensive, and it is to kind of weed out people.
Poors.
Well, people with money aren't necessarily good,
the poors.
But the poors can't provide. So if you're poor. You can't provide, and I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
I want to bring it back to the kid really quick though. I keep hearing this term throughout my life: overtired. Have you heard overtired? Can you expand on overtired?
I can expand on overtired. Okay, so here's the thing. Like with myself, I don't know if you've heard me talk about this or viewership. If you guys have heard me talk about this, if I go to sleep before midnight, I can sleep. I can sleep pretty well. If I go to sleep at like 10:30, 11:30, I can fall asleep in like 20 minutes. Okay. If I stay up until 1, I'm at risk. If I stay up till 2 or later, I am fucked, and I'm going to have to take a literal handful, dangerous for my cardiac health, amount of sleeping medication to fall asleep.
It makes you feel like the old me.
It makes me feel like the old me.
You're like, I'm doing something that I know is naughty.
So the same thing goes for kids. Like there's this beautiful window for Lupin between like 8 and 9 p.m. where if you get him down in there, things are going to be good. And then if you get past that, you're screwed. Same thing goes for like just overall exertion level. Like if he exerts himself for like 3 hours in a day, he's going to sleep like a champ. It's going to be great. If he exerts himself for 6 hours and stays up a little bit too late, he will be so dysregulated emotionally that he won't be able to fall asleep anymore. And it's interesting to see the emotions that a 3-year-old experiences, because what's happening is essentially the same root foundational emotion is occurring, but like what happens in their heads post that is a different scenario.
You should be allowed to tranquilize your kid if they're overtired. And we would call the product OT, because when your kid's in OT, you can use OT.
Okay, I like it a lot.
I don't see
a point.
If it's safe, it's like an injection of chamomile or something, Like it's nothing crazy.
Well, they've already got all that shit. Already got all that shit.
Well,
there's no injectables.
Well, I'd like
an injectable.
I'd like to think there's something a little higher power in a pinch. You can enjoy a water slide.
It's called
or two.
a donkey punch.
Okay, well,
one swift donkey punch.
Now you're talking about violence towards children, and I don't appreciate that.
Okay. Anyways, so he's doing this dinosaur shooting game. We can't get him to stop. I'm doing all the rules in the book. I'm distracting. I'm doing the stuff. Here, you can sit here for 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go. None of it works. I just have to grab the little fucker and run. Yeah. And we're in an elevator, and like the people are on the elevator with us, and I'm holding him like you would hold imagine you had a giant hot dog. You know how you would hold a giant hot dog. You'd scoop your arms underneath a giant hot dog like this. I'm holding him like this, and it's like a giant hot dog, except it's a fucking piranha, and it's just shrieking and flailing as hard as it can. We're in an elevator with two separate families. One of the families is terrified. One of the families is like, I know that. I know exactly what that is. And they're nice and supportive, but the terrified family, we go to the wrong floor and nobody can get off. And so the door opens and it's like everybody's just standing there. Lupin's just losing his fucking mind.
Waiting for the door to close once more.
And there's a family outside that's like gonna come in, and they're like, we'll wait for the
elevator
next
dynamics. I wish that
elevators are a special place.
I want to bring something. I want to have like a toolkit that I can whip out in an elevator to like inject fun or horror or something. Like I want an elevator playbook. I want to write like a small book about the elevator playbook. Here's some things that you could do in an elevator.
You just need a clown nose and a gun.
I've heard facing the wrong way, facing towards everyone is a tiny way you can inject chaos in an elevator. I want to do.
I always face towards everyone.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I always face towards everyone.
Wait, you don't face the door with everybody else?
No, I lean. If this is the door and this is the group of people, I lean this way.
Wait, what? You're just a natural elevator menace. Why?
I also converse with people on the elevator.
You're pretty good though. You're pretty charismatic. I think you could probably bring some levity into an elevator.
I have a good time on every elevator I go on. Unless I'm carrying
you could make your own called lift
35-pound piranha.
God damn it, lift levity. Oh. A novella by Titi.
Well, Eleviator.
Okay.
You know,
motherfucker.
A levitator.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
Damn.
Literally, we should just do this talk show on an elevator. That would be instant. It would be a win,
dude.
Are there any busy elevators in Kitsap though? The hospital? They're just constantly chasing us out with armed security.
Oh God, a hospital podcast could be good though.
It could,
because at a hospital, people are at their wits' end. You're gonna get the real.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the real uncut version.
Okay, honestly, that would be great. But really, just the elevator
people. Uncut.
Uncut. On God.
Okay. Anyway,
so we get him to the room. It's absolutely
I'm not done
chaos.
about this elevator stuff.
Getting to the we can come back to the elevator. It is. I had a lot of elevator experiences. We had to take the elevator. What's up, baby? Hey, baby. So we get him back to the room, and it's like normally once you get to the room, things are gonna be like awful, but they'll calm down.
Yeah.
Kid will not. You can't look at him or touch him or be within 10 feet of him for about 90 minutes after this. He's so far gone. Like if you get within a 10 feet sphere, he's just softly weeping. He's just softly weeping. He's just softly weeping over in the corner. And then if you get within 10 feet, because at a certain point you start to feel really bad for him. And you're like, he needs some help regulating his emotions right now. Like it's our job. So you want to go and help. But if you get within 10 feet, he starts like, and so you do it, like, you wait 15 minutes in between, you go and try and do it, and by the end, you're just like, he's going to have to knock himself out. He pisses himself in the corner. Before I do. So he pisses himself in the corner.
And he's potty trained.
He's potty trained as fuck. And then, so he's pissed himself in the corner, and he's crying, softly weeping, and
kid really fucking likes dinosaurs.
Crying until he falls asleep. Falls over, catches himself, starts crying again. 10 seconds later, falls asleep, catches himself. It took about 90 minutes before he calmed down enough to like kind of tentatively walk out and start to engage with us again. Overall, probably an hour 45, 2 hour long process.
This is your reward for spending $1,300 at the Great Wolf Lodge.
It sure is. And that's why
joys of
the
fatherhood.
Only people that are going to kidnap kids are not going to raise them.
Yeah, they're gonna do.
You can fill in the fucking blanks, okay?
Else. And it's not Miss Rachel.
That was not what was not fun for me. What was fun for me was going to the kiddie pool and seeing Lupin have a bunch of new experiences and we did the magic quest and he got to do the one. He probably only got 3% of the way through the magic quest and I just gave up. I was trying to be the dad that pushes him.
He's not the right age for that yet.
He's not. But I was I always throw the ball on these. You know?
I know, but that's my gripe with not just you, with a lot of recently this couple that I do love, but they said they're going to take their 1.5-year-old whale watching in the San Juans. I'm like, there's literally no fucking point in doing that.
That's pretty good.
There's no point in doing that at all.
Yeah.
You could put a bag over his head and it would be the same experience. And if you don't, I will. I will. I don't know.
Okay, there's one other reason you kidnap kids, and it's just to kill them.
It's just
to kill them.
Sometimes it's
antinatalism
Darwinism.
to the extreme.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
So and there was a bunch of other. So we had a company card stolen.
Yeah,
and,
fuck it. Your work life is hard.
Okay. What was not funny for you this week, Jeff?
I was hoping to just milk yours because all mine is just my work life is hard.
Oh, work life is hard. Life is hard.
I did.
What was fun for you this week?
Fun?
Yeah.
I got a kitty.
He did.
I got a little kitty.
He did. And guess what kind? Guess what kind?
It's a 40-year-old man dressed as a furry that I've domesticated. I keep him in my hot water closet.
Vern.
And Vern.
It's Vern.
It's Vern.
We have a guy that dresses as a monkey for our shows sometimes.
Oh, God. He smelled horrible.
Moderately to severely autistic.
He literally got dropped off by a short bus. Yep. God love him.
Great guy.
I wanted to kind of championship Vern, and then I went to his Facebook, and he just had a lot of all caps, vehement, really, really stark political takes. And I was just like, Vern.
I've got to guess he was extremely conservative.
Absolutely. And that's fine. Be conservative. But be fair. I hate it when people aren't fair.
Sure.
Liberal or conservative, I hate both ends. Be rooted in a reality that all of us can grasp and not just your own vitriol that you're actually screaming into the void. I really can't abide by that.
No, I really can't when you go on somebody's Facebook and they have 17 posts a day and every fourth one has a single like. You're like, this is not good for you. This is not good for you.
This is the mark of a deeply unhealthy lifestyle.
Caught in a loop. And somebody needs to help.
And I'm hoping that Meta can get congressional allowance to do executions by worthiness, by posting worthiness. You know what I mean? In the year 2075,
execute, kill.
If Meta can be sorry, you've posted too much unchanged shit. You're done. Your keyboard is now injected with a serum that's going to put you into a slow, deep sleep that you're never going to wake up from.
I am a full supporter. You guys know my stance on
Saint Zuck.
Managing human populations.
You're a big supporter of that
managing human
that
populations.
E word that we're not supposed to use. No, but I got a kitty and it was very cool. Very cool. I've been here's what's not funny. I literally have anxiety about him just killing himself within the next week.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess here's what I don't like. I don't like when people get animals and then pretend the animal is their kid. That's a big turnoff to me. I really don't like it because I'm just society has poisoned you to think something it's not. This is an animal, actually. It's not a child. But I also feel within myself, this is a little baby to me, and I'm very afraid of it. I do feel slightly. I talk to him, which I've always hated. I'm becoming what I hate.
Yeah.
I'm becoming what I hate.
Well, but here's the thing.
I'll talk to him when it's just me and him.
You have a narrative.
Which is inappropriate.
You have a narrative that you
There's
can control,
no reason
though.
I should be talking to him.
You can change your narrative.
I don't want to, though, because that means I'm becoming incorrect. Because I know it's right. I know it's right. I know it's right to not talk to your fucking cat while you're literally naked in your living room.
This is
with your blinds open a little bit so people can see.
You're open the blinds so they can see.
Your Sphinx is naked. Nobody should be seeing you.
This is like the guard at Auschwitz who's having second thoughts before he pushes the gas button and is no, this is right. This is right. I know it's right.
I want to kill both of us.
Yeah.
I want it, but I'm so afraid of him dying.
I know.
I'll kill myself. That's fine.
Here's what
whatever.
I'll say. Here's what I'll say. It does start off as a baby thing, but then it turns into a bro thing.
Okay, cool.
You don't see
I'm
me.
ready for a bro thing.
You see me.
I'm ready for a bro thing.
I treat Max like a bro, not like a boy. You know.
No,
and the same with Ket.
Yeah.
I mean, if any of you got to witness like the interactions that me and Ket have, like you would say I'm abusive, but I'm absolutely not.
Well,
we have a kinship.
Sure.
Kinship. A kinship. That supersedes abuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is my little baby, though.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
I kiss his head.
He'll be your little baby.
I kiss his head. Yeah.
He'll
My
be your
lovely
little
girlfriend
baby.
Roxana introduced that you can kiss their head, and so I'm like, wow. And I kiss his head. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. No.
He learned how to do the litter box quickly.
Ooh.
He's a very smart little kitty.
It's happening. Do you hear yourself?
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. This is what I'm talking about.
He hates that too.
This
he
is
hates
what's
that
not
the most.
Yeah.
Probably when people are like, "Oh, and he's advanced for his age."
Exactly.
I mean, he is.
No,
he is really
I
smart.
am literally becoming something I fucking hate, and I'm actually like not okay with.
I feel like I'm gonna have to do what's the book with the bunnies in the fields of Mice and Men. I'm gonna have to have Mice and Menu.
I thought you were gonna say of my beautiful little Roswell Markeith. That's his name, Roswell Markeith.
Okay. No, I'm gonna have to have Mice and Menu. You're gonna be there stroking him, kissing his head, and I'm gonna say, think of a happy place for you two, and then I'm just gonna fucking blow your brains out the front of your head.
I don't want to be blown. I want it to be one of those those guns that's like a little stake.
Oh,
I want
No
that.
Country for Old Men.
I want. Well, that was an
Country
air
for Old Men.
compressor.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
an air
no.
compressor,
It was a
but-
cattle punch. So it's an air compressor.
I want to be cattle punched.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah. A cattle punch
Ideally.
has a rod. It's basically a needle gun.
Because it's unacceptable the amount of love I have for
I'll
this
get
little
you, buddy.
kitty. I appreciate.
I'm gonna
that.
let you live through.
I really do appreciate
the
that.
first year, and then I'll.
I'm
get you.
concerned. Roxana made him. He's so tiny.
Should
Roxana,
I let him live, or should it be together?
You should let him live, but I don't want you to take care of him.
I won't.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I
no.
want. He needs to be taken care of.
If it was your human son, I would like.
Maybe
help.
consider it.
Yeah, I would help
maybe.
out.
Well, I wouldn't trust my human son with you. Just like you shouldn't trust your human son with me. You want to say to the viewers what your son did to me last week?
Oh my God!
What your son did
Just
to me
so
that you didn't even correct because you allow him to be a literal fucking sociopath with your course correction of his behaviors?
You were gone. I had a huge talk with him.
After the moment was passed?
After the moment where I could have groomed your ego.
Oh, it's not about me. It's not about me.
I had a
It's
huge
about what
sit
you
down with
do
him.
as a child,
And
as a child rearer.
Acknowledged that he did a wrong. Okay, he acknowledged that he did wrong. Does that mean he's not going to do it wrong?
He did it wrong because he wanted to go and do whatever the fuck. He said what you needed to hear.
That's literally
He said
that's
what you
all
needed to
we
hear.
all do. That's all we all do. That's all we all do.
Should you tell him or should I?
You can tell him. I'd like you to tell him.
I see this kid all the fucking time, okay? I've tried a lot of things with this kid. I've tried to be very nice, uncle energy, sweet.
If my son ever disappears,
I've tried to be more reserved so that I'm not coming on too strong, so that maybe he'll come to me. I've tried a lot with this
now
kid.
double if my son disappears.
I've tried a
He's
lot.
tried not coming on too strong. It didn't work though. He couldn't keep it
I
together.
couldn't keep it together. The urges. This kid, he's like, you want to come in and say hi to Loop? I'm like, all right, sure. So I come in. I try to say hi. Doesn't really acknowledge me. That's fine. Business as usual. Then he looks over at me. I see his little mind gears working. He looks at me, looks down at my torso, looks at me in the eyes, looks down at my torso, and he says, you have a big tummy. And
That's it, folks.
And that's fine. That's fine. That's really fine because he's a little 3-year-old. There's nothing he can do.
Wait, what is that? What is it then?
The reaction. Boisterous laughs from you and Allison instead of a course correct. A course correct is necessary.
Okay, yeah, listen, we dropped the ball.
You course correct on so many things. But when it comes to human decency in a societal setting, that's where you can't course correct.
Yeah, the bugs. I teach him not to hurt bugs.
Yes,
but
you don't teach him not to hurt Uncle Jay.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine. I do have a big tummy, okay? And I try to conceal it with a vest, okay?
Hey, you know what?
And to me, it looks serviceable. To me, it looks serviceable. But to him, As he looks up at me as a pyramid of a
I
man.
actually respect your opinion a lot more since this is where you're at. I didn't know this is where you were at. I thought you were holding a grudge with Lupin, but you're holding a grudge with me. And okay, then we're hey,
negative
pleasure doing
0%.
business with you. Absolutely,
Yes.
I'm a bad parent.
Okay, by the way, I literally never hold a grudge with the child. I'm not
It's literally
unreasonable.
just me.
It's literally just you.
Okay. Hey, that's actually great news.
Did
I
you
was starting to
think
get
that
worried.
I was so immature that I couldn't understand that a child is going to be a literal animal?
Yes.
That's sad.
I'm sorry.
That's sad that you thought that little of me.
I mean, listen, it's not that I thought so little of you.
What is it? There's so
I was
much
gonna
of
make.
me.
I was
How
gonna
can
make
you think
exactly. And I was like, just
I'm a large man, okay?
no. Listen,
I'm a large
we
man.
dropped the ball on the laughs. We absolutely did.
You erupted.
We erupted.
You
And-
erupted.
And I tried to course correct myself. Okay, I tried to course correct myself.
I mean, it was funny. It is funny. I get it. I get
It's
it.
just,
You know,
it's
what
like
do
the
you do?
fart, the original humor. You know,
Sure.
it's the
It
fart,
was
the original humor.
The thing is, I knew he was. I didn't know he was going to say something, but I knew what he was thinking. I could just,
Yeah.
I was like one animal to another animal.
You can tell you're
could
about
tell-
to get derided by a
tell what's going
Well,
on.
and that's the fun thing with a 3-year-old is they are safe. Legally, they're safe. Legally, they're safe. Legally, a
Not for
3-year-old
long.
can say
Not
the
for
most
long.
heinous things to you.
I'm going to suggest that both of our families go on a vacation to international waters. Let's go on a cruise, TT.
Beautiful,
All expenses taken care of by Jay.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun with your boy.
My little Roswell
That's
Marquise.
really nice.
He's
yeah.
a good boy.
The part that is not fun is already the part that you're talking about. The fear is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mounted
Yeah.
a TV, and I'm literally probably going to get seismic straps for the TV because I
For the cat. Yeah.
Because listen, it's good into the wall, but the hardware into the washers I had to use only left room for like 3 to 4 thread grips. So I'm like,
Jesus.
So I'm like, it's probably fine. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
Because there are 4
That would
bolts
literally
that are
cut
3
his
to
head
4.
off.
Oh,
That would literally cut his
3
head off.
fucking pounds.
Yeah.
He's 3 fucking pounds.
I'm really excited to meet him.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah,
excited.
you coming
to
over
meet
this Sunday?
him. Is that? I think did we have that
put
on the
it
books?
we put it in the
put it on the
calendar,
books.
Yeah, I told my lovely girlfriend Roxana about it.
Booyah, baby.
Okay, we're not a news show, but there are some things that you should know, and we're gonna grab a little bit of action here, boss. This is for you. I pulled this one up for you.
Folks, and then back to we should either do a fix on that or something. Now I'm getting too small again. I slowly scooch my way forward.
I gave this one to you because I figured you'd like it.
Don't call it zombie deer disease.
Don't. Please don't.
Scientists warn of global crisis as infection spreads across the U.S.
Goddamn.
COVID-2. Find out.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, the contagious fatal illness in deer, elk, and moose must be taken seriously, say experts, as it takes hold in the U.S. and reaches other countries. While it has not infected humans yet, the risk is growing.
God, is it?
In a scattershot pattern that now extends from coast to coast because it was dropped from a Chinese spy balloon.
Also, scattershot's kind of funny. Are they making a hunting reference?
You know, that is actually
it's a little bit
pretty
rude.
damn funny. Continental U.S. states have been announcing new hotspots for chronic wasting disease, CWD. The contagious and always fatal neurodegenerative disorder infects the cervid family that includes deer, elk, moose, and in higher latitudes, reindeer. Now that's fucked.
Listen, if you're going to start ruining Christmas, we've got to have a talk.
There is no vaccine or treatment. Described by scientists as a slow-motion disaster in the making, the infectious presence in the wild began quietly with a few free-ranging deer in Colorado and Wyoming in 1981. And I remember, we've all heard of deer wasting disease.
This is like deer AIDS.
This is deer AIDS.
Happened in the 80s.
However, it has now reached wild and domestic game animal herds in 36 U.S. states, as well as parts of Canada, wild and domestic reindeer in Scandinavia, and farmed deer and elk in South Korea.
I like an elk in South Korea. You never think about an Asian elk.
You don't.
Hats off to our elk brethren over there in the.
I think there is a Japanese deer
Pacific,
that's really
South
cool.
Pacific.
I think there's a really cool Japanese deer. Okay, eventually,
Is
let's
Korea
look
in
that
the
up.
South Pacific? Am I right there?
Korea. I mean, it's Japan, Korea.
Okay.
They're
near each other, I
South
believe.
Pacific. No,
In the South Pacific.
no, South Atlantic.
Well, they bleed into each other.
I mean, they do, but if
I like to know
if something's near the Atlantic, we're gonna go Atlantic because Atlantic needs everything it can get.
I actually think the Atlantic would be more Europe and America. I believe it is South Pacific.
Oh wait, it's 100% the specific. Oh yeah, okay. Oh my bad.
Hey, that's all good.
Oh.
Hey, that's all good. Hey, no, that's
bad.
we're a team for a reason.
Oh my god.
It's all about forgiveness.
Oh my god.
It's all about forgiveness. I want to be that guy. What the fuck? I want to be that guy.
HVAC Direct, baby. I like there. It's a good site. Good site. Good. Yeah, that's great.
Good site. Good night.
I like the spinning and the moving. In the media, CWD is often called zombie deer disease due to its symptoms, which include drooling, emaciation, disorientation, a vacant staring gaze, and a lack of fear of people.
That's just a lot of our Gen Zers.
As concerns about spillover to humans or other species grow, however, the moniker has irritated many scientists. It trivializes what we're facing. It doesn't trivialize it. It actually makes it. I mean, I don't know. I guess when I hear zombie deer disease, I'm not like, oh, that's not a big deal.
I need somebody to tell me that it is a big deal because I'm like, okay, well, there's a lot of shit. What do you have, like a fucking brain-eating fungus or something?
Well, and there's also a point.
A lot of shit's fucked up happening.
If you tell me that like dragonflies,
I don't like venison.
Or like
Not a problem
bumblebees,
for me.
exactly. There's a point where you're like, what important function did deer serve?
I'm sure there's
there's gotta be some.
Yeah,
but they seem like. Kind of. It's like
how else are rednecks going to get their aggression out?
Hey-oh. Actually though, it trivializes.
Arkansas, more school shootings coming your way.
It trivializes what we're facing, says epidemiologist Michael Osterholm. I love that last name. It leaves readers with a false impression that this is nothing more than some strange fictional menace you'd find in the plot of a sci-fi film. Animals that get infected with CWD do not come back from the dead. CWD is a deathly serious public and wildlife health issue. 5 years ago, Osterholm, the director of Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy at the University of Minnesota, delivered what he hoped would be a wake-up call before the Minnesota legislature, warning about spillover of CWD transmission from infected deer to humans eating game meat. That is pretty fucked. I mean, that is not.
Hey, Washington, we're good.
We're good.
This is literally just in the middle of the
burn it
country.
down. Literally burn it down.
Wyoming, though, having a bevy of a time.
Bread belt? How about dead belt?
Yo, come on.
Hey,
Let's
today's
fucking go.
CWD spreads inexorably to more deer and elk. More people, probably tens of thousands each year, consuming
CWD
infected venison.
Won't, don't care.
Can't, won't, don't care. And a growing number of scientists are echoing Osterholm's concerns. In January 2025, researchers published a report, Chronic Wasting Disease Spillover Preparedness and Response, charting an uncertain future. A panel of 67 experts who study zoonotic diseases, that's a fun profession to be in.
You would love that.
I'm a
you
zoonot.
Would fucking love
I would
that.
love that. That can move back and forth between humans and animals, concluded that spillover to humans would trigger a national and global crisis with far-reaching effects on food supply, economy, global trade, and agriculture. Could you imagine
if that's what took us out?
Yeah.
A deer disease?
Well, and one that just makes you drool and piss yourself.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's kind of like your son in the Great Wolf Lodge.
Kind of like my son in the Great Wolf Lodge. Yeah. Jesus.
Your stupid son. No, he's a good boy. He's gonna be a good boy if his parents can get their act together.
Or
Al,
he's either gonna be a good boy.
You're mostly good. It's this literal fucking heathen over here.
Okay. So far, there has not been a documented case of a human contracting CWD, but as with BSE, or mad cow disease, and its variant strain that killed people, long incubation times can mask the presence of disease. See, that's the scary thing. If it's like a 3-month incubation period, I think we're literally just fucked.
Yeah, well, this has been brewing since the 80s.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we got some time, but these things can have a parabolic.
Well, no. Like the incubation time, like once it's like let's say you get deer wasting disease, which it's possible you're already in the late stages, based on how you act. On a day-to-day basis, you may be in like mid stage. Anyways,
I appreciate the acknowledgement.
If it takes you 3 months to show any symptoms,
it's already too late.
How many gay sex clubs do you go to in a week?
Yeah,
like 14, 20.
14 if I'm having a down week.
If you're having a down week, but no, if you have 3-month incubation and you're sharing it for 2 months beforehand, like. You just got like 1,000
super
people.
Spreader.
You just got 1,000 people.
And
then those 1,000 people.
It's spreading out like a fucking pair of antlers.
Yeah. If you get 1,000 people in 2 months, right? And so let's say at the end of that month we tally 1,000 people get another 500 people. That's 500,000. Before we know that there's an issue.
Quick maths.
Before we know there's an issue, 500,000 people have been infected.
Well, I mean, and then from there as well.
Exactly.
Right?
And then the next round is
that's not nice.
5 million.
That's not nice.
500,000. Oh no, sorry.
All right.
500 million.
Quick dear math.
So 500 million. You now have like 5% of the human population infected inside of 3 months.
Yeah, it says it's incurable, but as we know right now, somebody could.
Jesus! Can be diagnosed only after a victim dies.
This seems fishy to me.
I mean, it's been a long-standing thing that people are like, we don't like this, and it's dangerous, and somebody should do something about it.
I mean, a bunch of stupid people from Wyoming.
That's fair.
Are we making rules for cars based on motorcycles? Come on.
Okay, fair enough.
What are we doing?
Stop fucking deer. Stop eating deer. We're good. It's pretty simple. If you don't fuck them and you don't eat them, we're good.
Venison is really not that good. It's kind of weird. It's literally kind of weird.
I think venison sausage can be pretty good.
Really?
Venison steak is, in my opinion, I've never had one that wasn't really tough. Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah. To be fair, I've also only had venison probably like 3 times.
I only had it once, and I had it at a really nice restaurant. And I was like, that's enough for me.
Really?
I was young, and I was trying to like live a life that was, full of
nothing here looks appetizing. Says the Trump. Osterholm says the Trump administration. Okay, so far there's not been a documented case of human contracting CWD, but as with BSE or mad cow disease and its variant strain that kill people long incubation times because massive disease, CWD, which is incurable, can only be diagnosed after a victim dies. Better surveillance to identify disease in people and game animals is more urgent than ever, experts say. Here's the problem. So, like, is this going to be like rabies where you have to cut their fucking head off and like just do spinal juice stuff, because like if you don't know,
that's the thing, folks that don't know, you got to cut maybe the people too.
I bet you probably do have to.
You got to cut rabies heads off for animals. They got to cut it with a hacksaw and they have to send it to the rabies center.
That's not good.
It's happening in happening next to a Ross right now somewhere in America. Actually,
like 120 feet from a woman buying bulk discount fucking M&Ms. There is a pit bull having their head sawed off.
Thanksgiving themed M&Ms are being exchanged for money. Yeah.
Thanksgiving in March.
I mean, look. Here, this could be you, folks.
This could be you.
Tens of thousands of people
are probably eating contaminated game meat, either because they do not think they're at risk or they are unaware of the threat. Hunters sharing their venison with other families is a widespread practice. Osterholm says. The Centers for Disease Control. They're like, if we could just kill all the hunters, we'd be safe. However,
this is literally a deep state Democrat hit piece. Or not a, it's a, you know what I mean?
I think hit piece. I think that works. States advise any hunters taking animals from infected regions to get them tested. Many, however, do not. The movement of meat around the country also raises concern. Meat moving. We've been moving some meat. I've been moving some meat.
I was a meat mover before my daddy was a meat mover. Before him, his granddaddy and his daddy were a meat mover. We come from a long line of moving meat.
Before that, we actually did necklaces.
Yeah, we were pretty successful, actually.
It was nice necklaces. But
with
then,
all the tides going out the way that they used to.
Seashells gone.
Gone forever.
In states where many thousands of deer and elk carcasses are disposed of, some in landfills. I'm going to go ahead and pluralize that for them. There's a concern among epidemiologists and local public health officials that toxic waste sites for prions could be created. Oh, this is a prion disease.
You're a big guy.
This is a prion disease.
You love a prion disease.
Yes.
And this is why I thought. This is why you are a big prion.
This is a prion
boy.
disease. It's literally going to be a Parion disease that takes us out. 100%.
Oh,
it's literally going to be a prion.
You got to write another little novella about that.
I do. You
should write a novella about introducing the risks and education facts of prion diseases in elevators. 70 little quick tips that you can say in 26 seconds or less
to educate an 8-year-old on the risks of prion disease. Do you live near any ponds, son? Run.
You're going to want to leave your parents at a young age. As young as you can.
You guys, prion diseases are great. Look into them. They're so fucked up. It's a protein folding disease. It literally just hijacks the way your proteins fold. Like the foundation of your everything is just like proteins folding. That's like the first when lightning hit the soup and then there was life. It was like a protein just like glitched and was like folded itself and then folded more of itself, and that's it. And that's from there. It's just that's life. So it's brain-based protein folding disease where it just like it folds stuff a little different now. And sometimes that's fine, and sometimes it means you can't ever sleep again, and then you go fully psychotic and die after 3 months of never shutting your eyes.
And now you've reached floor 24. You've reached floor 24. The doors are opening, and you next time are in an elevator can share this with who you.
That's when, if they don't respond well enough, I just inject them with a prion disease. And now you know how serious this is,
right,
Timmy?
Exactly.
You should have fucking paid attention.
So this is a lot. I don't know if we can really go. I should have picked a shorter
they really
article.
go all the way.
They go hard, but
I mean, it seems like wasting disease. It seems like wasting disease is, could be the end of the human species. So just keep an eye on it.
I like this though. Stop dumping carcasses. Stop.
That's nice.
That's pretty nice, right?
That's nice. Yeah.
Stop dumping them.
That's definitely nice.
Sorry about that, guys.
There's something. Can I actually pull something up really quick?
Please be my guest. Give me 1 second here.
Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, I love that they don't have to see everything all the time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if they look at your search history, it could be bad.
It's not good. It really could be bad. It's really not good. So this is that's not the right thing.
Not.
Although that is neat.
Okay.
That is neat.
Oh wow.
Come on.
You and Walmart
in
cahoots.
Big savings.
Tyler, I mean, you could share that really quick?
Yeah. I am gonna.
Why not just share that?
Really quick. Okay, so let's go back here, folks. We're gonna go to media sharing. So nice. Right now with Walmart and what I've saved this year, or in my lifetime with Walmart.
Don't be shy.
I've saved $666.61.
You need to. Is there a 5 cent?
I know.
You need to buy one bag.
I need to buy one.
You need to buy one bag. They're 5 cents, right?
It won't be a saving though. It's not how much I've spent. It's a saving. So I have to find something that will save me exactly 5 cents.
Yeah.
It's possible. We can do it. It's possible.
God, that's
at checkout every time. At the checkout every time. I might do it today. Gosh. Anyways, that is nice.
Hey, your balance of Walmart cash is running dangerously low, bro. 25 cents.
I use all my Walmart cash.
Let a friend be a friend.
I use all my Walmart cash.
To the left?
Yep, to the left now, y'all.
What are we at?
Okay, let's zoom in. So, I don't know if you guys know this.
I did see this. I did see this.
So,
I think we should stop advertising the exact location we live.
I mean, it's just Kitsap County.
That's fair.
All.
That's fair.
I don't live in Silverdale.
Okay. Well,
all
right. That's true. You don't
negative. Now I'm.
Right.
I don't live in Silverdale.
Right.
I don't live in Bremerton. I don't live in. Eventually, you guys are going to know exactly where I live.
Right,
I don't live at this address.
Right.
2 men and somehow 2 women involved were shooting at each other, started at the Bank of America and ended up down Silverdale Way. Multiple shots fired from 3 guns. At least that's all they had found when I stopped hearing details. One of which has been tossed onto the roof of the Apollo Nail Salon. They have both suspects in custody and are probably searching for the bullets. At least 1 truck was hit in the mall parking lot.
Wow.
Okay, scroll down a little bit here.
Okay.
Jamie, any idea on
the ages?
On the ages. Okay, then Jamie Lucas. I didn't hear the names of the suspects. Going to check the jail roster later to see if I can figure it out, and then go down one more. How horrible. I've had my nails done several times at Apollo. For some reason, that shit made me laugh so fucking hard.
Oh my God. Need a songbird.
Need a songbird.
Need a better sense of the situation.
Shut the fuck up, okay?
I've had my nails done several. I want to imagine this is a low-key flex. Like she's trying to be like, because it's expensive to do your nails on a regular basis.
It's just.
She has an affluent husband, and she's hoping that somebody in the community sees this as like, wow.
Okay,
several times.
A little bit more respect for Nita.
Apollo
Isn't it just funny that people have
spot.
to like jump on though somehow? Like there's zero fucking useful information here. This entire chat is about like the whole reason it exists is if you're somebody with information on this, please post on it.
Right.
Nita Songbird jumps in with how horrible I've had my nails done several times at the Apollo. Just my God.
Well, and the real winner here.
Get a fucking date.
Is it Apollo? I mean, they say any press is good press. I don't know.
I think the Apollo was. Oh, did you hear about my favorite restaurant? MNT Cafe.
I did. Wait, is that your favorite restaurant?
Yes.
They do good work at the M&T. I talked to that lady who owns it. She's a very nice lady.
Yeah, they do good work.
Yeah, the M&T.
Did you hear? You heard?
It done caught up on fire.
It caught up on fire.
Why,
I was
though?
there and I saw.
Why though?
I saw the smoke coming out
really?
of it and all the fireplace.
Ugh.
I drove by. I literally had one of the last 100 sandwiches they ever made. I'm not kidding. I had that day. I had a sandwich.
And now
I had a banh mi sandwich.
And now that it's gone, you just feel a little empty.
Oh wow, that was great, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Jeffrey.
Thank you.
That was good.
Yeah,
keep that coming, and we're gonna
you.
be famous.
Oh, I'm gonna appreciate that. Okay, so I've got mine. I guess I don't know. I don't even want to fucking do mine. It's
you
not
don't want to do yours.
I'm just gonna quick go
okay.
through it. I'm just gonna quick it. Quicken Loans.
Wojcicki? How do you say? Do you know how to say her name? Their name? Its name?
Wojcicki? Yeah.
That's Jewish, right?
Maybe.
That's got to be Jewish.
Can I say Wojcicki etymology? Is that
Wojcicki
name etymology? See, I can't do spaces. Polish. It's Polish.
Oh, it's
you goddamn
Polish.
anti-Semite.
Wait. No.
You're
no,
an
no,
actual
this is-
anti-Semite.
No, there's Jews in Poland.
Listen. Go back to talking about.
They came
the
from
Big E.
Poland.
Okay.
The Jews came from Poland.
Did they?
Yes. You didn't know that?
I could not have Warsaw that coming. Okay.
They didn't come from Poland. I'm just fucking with you.
23andMe has filed for Chapter
Maybe
11
they did, I don't
bankruptcy protection, and its founder and CEO has resigned as the struggling genetic testing company continues to push to cut costs. This is a problem for me because I literally chose to do 23andMe in late 2019. And I'm a guy that I weigh a lot. I have a lot of anxiety, so I weigh a lot of possibilities.
You could have just stopped right there.
And I was just thinking to myself,
Did you catch that?
I did.
Okay,
I'm moving past it.
Okay.
I'm moving past your rude demeanor, as I do often.
Okay.
Or should I call you Lupin?
There we go.
No, listen. You give a lot to these phones. You give a lot to these fucking computers. You give a lot to everything around you. The last thing you have is your DNA.
And your cum.
Which is part of your DNA. And I was thinking, do I want to put that out there? Do I want to put, and I thought to myself in like November of 2019, I was just like, well, it's probably fine.
Just three,
No, I mean, shit's not going to,
3 months before.
if anything,
we don't live in a fascist state.
dude. And then immediately, all the
lived in a
weird
fascist
COVID
state.
shit, vaccine mandates, all that shit.
Yeah.
And now they've got everything. They've got every part of me. And now this bitch wants to keep her fucking 2 of her yachts. Okay. Wojcicki. So she's selling all of our information to BlackRock or maybe even Uber Eats. I don't fucking know. I literally don't fucking know. Am I gonna get flavor profiled ads?
I was gonna say you
don't like cilantro. I'm not gonna advertise any Mexican food. That's the hellscape that's coming your way.
You don't like cilantro?
No, I love cilantro.
Okay,
I was
like,
off the cuff. Off the cuff. I don't know.
I liked it.
San Francisco-based 23andMe announced on Sunday that it will look to sell substantially all of its assets. You know what most of its assets are?
Substantially all of
it's info. It's information. It's not the fucking name 23andMe. While albeit that is somewhat clever and rolls out the tongue, its assets are its information.
Folks, it is the truth. It is the truth. Watch out.
The CEO she's stepping down effective immediately. That was she was forced.
She sold it.
She'll remain on the board, which is just a water board, by the way. That's all it is. She's literally getting tortured to tell all the secrets, not just some or most. Her resignation comes just weeks after a board committee rejected a non-binding acquisition proposal from Wojcicki, who has been trying to take the company private.
Can I tell?
Wait, are they not private? I mean, I I kind of get that. I don't know.
So I mean, okay. Do you know the difference between a public and private company?
Yeah. I mean,
It's a board.
a public is it's owned by a board and there's a board of directors. And
so when you go trying to take a company private,
I just didn't realize. I don't know. I guess that I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe what has to happen is they have to buy the shares of all the owners, right, to take it private again.
Sure.
And then what you wind up with is a little bit more maneuverability as a private company because you don't have to have board approval. You can just be like, we're going to sell all the money to BlackRock.
Right. Yeah.
We're going to sell all the info to BlackRock.
But also when you become public, you have way less control because you have all these competing interests, and you can get fired by your own company, much like what happened right now.
Exactly. Yeah. And so here's the problem with a company like 23andMe. When you have nobody with a DNA profile, you have a lot of customers. And then when everybody's gotten their DNA profile, that's going to get their DNA profile.
Yeah, where do you go?
You don't have that many customers.
And they tried to do...
It's a one-time service.
Yeah, absolutely. They tried to do all this stuff, but it just... There's only so much you can do. At a certain point...
They needed to... I literally know how I would have run this company.
Okay, how would you run the company?
Into the sky, not into the ground.
Okay.
So you partner with... have you ever heard of like GeneSight?
Yeah, I have heard.
Yeah,
of
so like Gene
no,
Sight.
they have done a bunch of that stuff.
They have
Not
so
necessarily Gene Sight, which is it's a blood test that you can
mental
get
health.
that helps you figure out what medications you can use and stuff like that. They did do stuff like this, but there's only so much that they can do. The money is
I feel like they didn't push partnerships aggressively enough, because if you push those,
I
partnerships
just love how this is like a multinational billion-dollar company with people that
I would have done it better. I would have done it better.
You can't even.
I would have done it better.
Control your own shit.
I would have done it better.
Okay.
I would have done it better.
Don't think
I'm
you
just
would
telling you.
I literally know you wouldn't have.
I know I would have.
This is literally.
They needed.
You are literally.
I'm just
really quick. I'm gonna call you Mr. fucking Dunning-Kruger right now, because that is what you're doing.
I don't
right
even know
now.
what that means.
Well, that's the saddest part. That's the saddest part.
What's
Somebody that
Dunning-Kruger?
overestimates their ability.
Okay.
Overestimates their intelligence or ability.
You push a partnership with like Kaiser Permanente, right? And then you get like some health insurance partnerships going where it's like, okay, look, health insurance companies, you're gonna save money.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Listen, it's not like you're gonna get your first one, right? But you create your hit list, your top 20, and you create your 80 below that, and you just push and push and push and push no. My turn now. Okay. Let me Dunning-Kruger the fucking shit out of you.
Oh
you
my God.
wasp.
What is that?
It's like a
I know,
woman.
it's something.
It's like a
no,
woman.
that's. I'm pretty sure that's actually racist. No.
Wait, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm thinking WAP.
Oh, wet ass
What is
pussy.
white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not that.
No, a WAP is without.
Wait. Wasp though. There's also like a woman. Like a wasp is like an older woman that's like really mean.
I
wasp
think that,
slang term?
no, I think that's white. Yeah, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Oh,
I think that is the term.
Oh, okay.
For a white woman. Like I've heard that before. Like people are wasps.
Can you just look up wasp older mean woman?
you
for
got
me
it.
here?
You got it, boss.
Thank you. But no, you need to older me.
I don't have a fucking
space bar. Wasp older mean woman. Yeah. Let's see. Wasp signs of wasps. Okay, I've got nothing.
Here's the problem.
I've got
Here's the
nothing.
problem. I'm on Yahoo for whatever fucking godforsaken reason.
That'll.
If you want to be truly racist, go to Google, folks. That's a little pro tip for you.
Pro tip. Google is ruined.
Okay. It can sometimes be used with a negative or dismissive connotation.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, I guess I kind of had my own connotation added on.
Yeah. Well, this is another thing where you think you know something, but then you're Dunning-Krugering. And here you're very convincing.
Oh yeah, no.
You're a very inspirational, convincing
if you're
man.
going to be an occupational Dunning-Krugerer, you got to be good.
Oh my God.
And I am.
I would buy from you. If I didn't know you, I would buy from you.
Here's you've got to push for like
is this who you're talking
mental
about?
health the wasp woman. I love it. That's perfect. That's
this
it
is what
right
you were
there.
referring to.
That's you. That's
Okay.
a portrait.
That's
a picture.
I'm the man you're cradling.
Oh.
I wish I was that. I wish I had that physique though. That'd be awesome.
I wish I had that physique. Like for real. If I had a beautiful woman's face like that and a powerful wasp's body like that, I would literally rule the world.
This is Lupin, and what he sees me looks at my tummy. You have a big tummy.
No, but
okay,
listen.
How would you have saved the multi-billion-dollar company that multiple people tried to save?
Okay, so you take those,
and I want it in like 20 seconds because I don't want you to wax
the fuck
poetic
up for
here.
20 seconds. Then.
Okay.
So you need to find your referral network, right? Your referral network, your best referral network here is going to be
Pretty sure they did that.
Insurance companies. And so you target insurance companies and you have to do enough studies to prove that you can provide a service that's going to reduce the cost of the insurance company overall. You create your top 20, your top 100, and you create a sales team that pushes down the list. You have to buy the studies to get the proof that is in the pudding, right? That you can save money for these insurance companies. Then you go after partnerships with medical service providers outside of the health insurance companies. That's going to be Kaiser Permanente. That's going to be Virginia Mason. That's going to be these other large national companies. And when you push a partnership through where you all of a sudden have these referral partners pushing your services because it saves them money, right? The financial incentive, you've now created a self-sustaining referral network outside of yourself that's going to do the legwork of pushing sales for your company. And then what you do is you continue expanding the field of services. You don't drop it all on the table at once. You don't say, hey, we can answer 17 different problems. You say we can answer 3 3 problems, and we can prove that those will save you money. And then every 6 months, you release another service that's going to save more money so that you can keep gathering more money. You don't want to let go of all of your possible population. And then you leverage that first partnership into a second partnership, and you just spread that out over more insurance networks and more medical service providers.
Okay, they did try and make partnerships. I don't know specifically with insurance, but what you're saying is literally contributing to the degradation of the healthcare system.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I'm not telling you how to be a good person. I'm telling you how to save 23andMe.
Okay, well, you need to.
I'm gonna get Luigi Mangione.
You need to. You need to be Luigi Mangione.
I'm gonna Dunning-Kruger the fuck out of this whole planet.
You did? Did you really not know Dunning-Kruger?
I don't. I know Duns and Bradstreet.
What's that? That sounds like a clothing brand.
DUNS number? Duns and Bradstreet. It's like your credit. It's like your credit.
Fuck.
Report
now
for
I'm a real Dunning-Kruger.
Now you're a real Dunning-Kruger.
God damn it. God.
What's
damn
the
it.
street that Freddy Krueger does?
Elm Street.
Elm Street.
Ah!
You're a real Elm Street.
Okay. Do you want to play our new favorite game? Does that sound good to you, Mr. Business Acumen?
I'm in love with her. Yeah, Mr. Business Acumen says yes. I'm in love.
Yeah, she's a nice looking gal. She definitely seems like she seems like she is like almost she seems like she could save 23andMe, but the good way. Not the way that exploits the American population.
There is no good way that saves 23andMe. Just so we're all on the same page here, we don't live in fucking Disney. Okay?
No, I get it. It's a one shot. It's literally a one shot. It's the definition of a one trick pony.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, folks. Everything is gonna change. Everything is. There's no constants other than change. So that's cool that 23andMe cost $189 fucking dollars per test kit 6 years ago. But you can't have that forever. We're a big change engine. Everything is going to have its peak and it's going to have its drop off. And the cycle goes on and on and on and on.
Who does she remind me of?
I don't know. She reminds me of Gal Gadot almost.
Gal Gadot?
Gal Gadot.
Can you show me Gal Gadot?
She reminds me of like Gal Gadot's like
Who
mother.
the fuck is Gal Gadot?
Wonder Woman, bro.
Oh, really?
And I'm not even a
Wonder Woman.
I'm not even a superhero guy.
Ooh, Gal Gadot.
She's Yahoo! I hate you. I hate Yahoo so much. She kind of looks like Gal Gadot.
Pretty princess.
You know, Gal Gadot's sister.
Yeah, she's definitely. The funny thing with ladies is that for some reason they always run a nonprofit.
Okay, so
in my head.
This is what this is. She's literally Gal, because Hollywood's deep entrenched with a bunch of crazy shit. She's literally Gal Gadot's twin. She's a body double that was in a test tube, and she's been having to like harness her. She's been harvesting her blood and her her bone marrow, just so Gal Gadot can be in the next fucking Marvel flick. And she's like, you know what? No longer Gal Gadot.
No,
I'm taking my life back.
I feel like she doesn't get her life back, but this is like they like doll her up. They like take 3 months and they don't take any marrow. They like feed her lots of good food. They get her healthy. They do one photo shoot and then it's just back to the chamber. Yeah. This is the one they're like, no, look, Gal Gadot 2 is fine.
They're like she's
doing great.
And what they're doing is they're trying. She was like in a fear factory farm, but then they were trying to massage her like Wagyu. To make her blood happier.
You've got Gal Gadot.
They needed a happier blood for the real Gal.
Straw just sucking bone marrow out of her femur.
So she this is when she's actually starting to believe. Yeah. This is her first smile ever. She's like, you know what? Actually, I think
I'm glad I helped Gal Gadot. I'm glad I helped Gal Gadot. You know what?
Right.
If not me, then who? If not me, then who? Somebody has to.
And if not now, if not when, then now. Okay. This bitch. I don't know. I always want to go to like Olympic medalist or like a horse trainer.
I always want to go to runs a nonprofit. You go to horse trainer a lot.
I go to horse trainer a lot.
Let's try to
She doesn't work at a desk job. She doesn't work at like a
physical
deli.
Physical therapist. She's a physical
therapist. She sure is.
Is
she good? I think
she's mostly good.
She's somebody that you really trust, and then she does one thing that you're like, well, I know that's not right.
I fell in love with my physical therapist.
Really? Well, they're touching up on you.
They're touching up on you. Here's the thing: when you're all fucked up and you're going to physical therapy, well, Well, what do you do when you're about to be in a bunch of pain? You preempt with a shitload of drugs.
Well, you.
I do.
You.
I would take
when you're not in a bunch of pain.
And when I'm not in a bunch of pain. Well, there's physical pain and then there's emotional pain.
Sure. Okay, sure. I won't refute that.
I would
from you,
take
brother.
30 milligrams of yellow Norcos, which, God, man, when you're 16 and you take 30 milligrams of yellow Norcos.
Oh, you were a 16-year-old and you were getting
and I was getting rubbed up on by this,
up?
and I was high as fuck, and I was just like, I am going to marry.
Did you try to charm
this
her?
whore.
Did you ever try to charm her?
Fuck yeah.
Was there any moment where you thought, maybe I got her?
100%.
Really?
When you're on
relive
30
any of that?
milligrams of Norco,
You're like, God, I'm good.
no, here's the thing.
God,
when
I'm
you're
good
on
and she
30
loves
milligrams
me.
of Norco, you could like shit in front of someone and be like, I got him. I got him. So I don't know what she thought about me, but I thought I was going to have.
Was there any moments, though? Was there anything that you were like, we're going to talk about this on our wedding?
Oh, I made her laugh. I made her laugh a lot. I made her laugh a
And
lot.
it wasn't fake laugh? It wasn't service-based laugh?
It was 6. I don't
You
think
were
so.
on Norcos.
I was on
How could you
Norcos. But
How
she
could
had
you
this
know?
beautiful, you know what it is? She actually reminded me of my preschool teacher, who I think was kind of in love with.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie. But
I'm not going to ask if Miss Debbie was into you because I don't want to.
We can't talk about that.
We can't talk about that. We don't talk about it. Worst song ever by that.
Yeah, fuck that song. Anyways, yeah. I fell in love with my physical therapist, and I regret the fact that we didn't get married, and I didn't fill her full of children to this very day. She had that sweet, you know the tan Spanish.
Oh, I think I'm familiar.
The tannish.
Yeah.
The tannish people up north. There's more tan, or down
down
south.
south. It'd be
Down
down south,
south.
yeah.
There's more. There's the
She's
deep
close
tan,
to like the
olive skinned Greek. Yeah.
Sure.
She's just this beautiful curly
accent or
black
no
hair.
accent.
No accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
probably
she had
26,
olive skin.
Probably 26. I was 16. It's like
Sun-kissed.
this can work. Sun-kissed, very sweet.
Hey, crazier things have happened. You should
Crazier
look
things
her
have
up.
happened.
You should look her up. You, her, and Al can be in a throuple.
Oh, that would be. She could do so much work on us. Me and Al, our backs are not in a good way.
Damn. You could harvest her for her services.
That would be a dope throuple.
Right?
Absolutely.
Would you be in a throuple with her? Only with Al's permission. This is really good type.
that one like there's
Not for you.
there's relationships where I'm fine with like changing power dynamics. I would want all the power in that, you know.
I feel like she would be a bitch sometimes, especially when she
and
got
that's why I
hungry.
want all that. I want it. I want it to be like
No, I get it.
You know,
like she's a sweetheart a lot of the times, but when she gets hungry, and I know that's kind of like a low hanging take, but like I really
no, I see it.
that.
I agree 100%. I
Okay.
agree. I'm 100% on board.
And she like sits on the car with she's like in the passenger seat, and she's got her feet up because she's kind of small. She's got her feet up on the fucking seat, and then she's like looking out the window.
You're getting
going
me
like
horny. Stop it.
Okay, all right.
I'm not me when
All
I'm
right.
hungry.
Okay, all right. Let's go.
I'm not me when I'm hungry.
Oh my god. So he's a literal war survivor that is having like a big Huffington Post article being done about him right now.
Wow. I feel like he's actually the author. I feel like he's a journalist.
Oh, okay.
You know
He's
what I'm
writing a
saying?
Huffington Post
Yeah,
article.
he's writing a Huffington Post article
Okay.
about himself.
Okay.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Okay.
And
did he make up some of the shit though? Did he embellish
100%.
it?
Well, I feel like he's
embellishing
actually
it?
not a war survivor. Well, he is a war survivor, but on the other end.
Okay.
And he's just like
he's
there's
hard
somebody
spinning the narrative right
yeah,
now. He's hard spinning.
He
it.
was actually like torturing people and like being awful, and he just picked one and was like, "That was me." That was actually me.
It was the worst one. I remember one morning they came in with scalding hot water.
It's just him.
And it was him.
It was him the whole time.
It was him with the water.
Honestly, that could be a good novel.
Yeah.
That could be a good novel.
That could something that you like. Yeah, you or maybe even like they actually bifurcate from their like they have dissociative identity disorder, and then at the end
It's from
as
his
they're
perspective.
What they're doing research on their own thing, and they figure out they're like, wait, I have a birthmark like that. They figure out.
Well, and then that gives you the luxury of doing it for the first person perspective, from his perspective the whole time,
right?
Which is kind of fun. That's pretty fun.
We should make that. All right, one more here.
One more here, and then let's get on to laws of power.
I want to say bad as a knee jerk, but I'm gonna hold judgment.
So
at
not
first.
bad in the sense that he's bad, but
Is he
he's part of a
German?
system that's bad.
Is he German, like low key? Like I know he doesn't scream German, but he could be, right?
I feel like he's like 7th generation immigrant from like Eastern Bloc in Poland.
Yeah, I was gonna say he also could be a very rich man in a very poor country.
Sure.
I could see very rich man, very poor country.
Yeah, I think he's not actually a bad man, but he's part of a bad system.
Okay.
And he does bad things, but he feels bad about it.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
He's actually pretty religious.
Right.
And he knows that some of the stuff he does is wrong.
But he's not going to do anything about it. He's literally going to die in the system. He feels bad, but he
what are you going to do?
He says you can't change it. You can't eat an elephant from the inside. You're going to get devoured. You're going to get devoured.
We should write a book called How to Eat an Elephant from the Inside.
Inside of 26-second elevator pitch. Okay. All right. Let's do a little 48 Laws of Power.
48 Laws of Power.
If he only knew more laws of power, he probably could have made a difference.
He probably could have changed everything.
Okay. Let's just recap some of the laws here, folks. We'll do a rapid fire. Never outshine the master. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Conceal your intentions.
Makes sense.
Always say less than necessary.
I like that one a lot.
So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Where's the lie? Court attention at all costs. This is where he starts to get. He starts drinking after Law 4.
Yeah.
He starts drinking and really getting unhinged.
Court attention at all costs.
All right, number 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. He's literally drunk after number 5.
Yeah.
Number 5, 6, and 7 have just been
this
like
actually
a little
reminds
bit
me. There's somebody that we know that actually read this book
in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially, but I don't know if they're smart enough to read a book.
Okay.
I don't know, but yes, no, yeah. I do.
There's also one in my life too.
Yeah.
There's also one in my life too.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've gotten into a financial relationship with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Number 8.
Here we go. Law number 8, folks.
Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. He literally. I just want to go back really quick. Number 2 is never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use. Let's be honest. He started drinking here.
Yeah.
He started drinking here.
That's 2 laws. That's 2 laws.
Right,
That's 2 laws. This is 49 laws of power, folks.
48, I believe. 48.
Well, it is, but it's 49.
Okay. Or wait, was it?
It's 48 laws of power.
I remember that this guy wrote a book with 50th Cent, and he literally 50th Cent, and he called it the 50th Law. And that's just, you have to take a good name if it's right there. I don't care. I don't care. You have to take it if it's right there.
Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. I do. This is good. That's a good one.
You do that.
That is
absolutely.
You're a big time honeypot machine. I'm a honeypot machine.
You're a big time baiter.
The thing is, I'm not trying to. It's the definition of honeypot. It's not actually what I do. What I do want is to create something good enough for somebody to want it.
Yeah, a value.
Exactly.
Justice.
And so the thing is, if you,
it doesn't have to be good if they believe it's good.
If you ask someone,
or if they believe it's gonna be good.
Okay, now you're honeypotting. Now we're talking about honeypotting.
Well, I'm just talking about what you do. I'm talking about what you do.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't want it to be a honeypot. I want it to be a pot of honey. Okay. I want it to be a pot of honey.
I don't like honey that
with
much.
a little bit of gold. That's because
honey can be good in a recipe, but
have
in and of
bad
itself,
genes. Okay.
No, I have 23andMe crediting me to having great genes. I may have osteoporosis at an old age. Other than that, I'm doing all right.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, if I'm remembering correctly.
I don't want to do 23andMe because I'm scared it'll be like, you definitely have...
You have the testicular torsion?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
Your genes, your genes are expressing it.
Your genes are already expressing the testicular torsion.
What
the fuck?
You never told.
Just sign up.
This is the 10th law of power.
This is
the 10th. Always
never give anything.
They're
for
literally
free.
Baiting us right now.
Nothing is free.
All right,
but they say it's free.
Let's see here, brother wife.
Let's go. Here we go.
Yes,
yeah,
of course, absolutely.
We love it. We'll totally do it. What's our birthday?
Birthday May 6th, 1997.
Okay.
I am a teacher. Yes, thank you. Okay, no, listen. I think we can continue to free Quizlet.
Okay.
All right. What? Give me what I was doing before.
Here we go. But I want it in the.
I know it's fun and snappy.
Quizlet mode. There's got to be like a Quizlet Live. Flashcards.
Oh,
perfect.
Thank God. Okay. Oh, but how do we? Oh, here we go. Sorry, folks. Building the plane as we land here.
Building the plane as we land.
Right. Number 9, right?
Number 9 is
win through your actions, never through argument. that's actually a pretty good rule.
That's just like
that's a really good rule.
Well, it's also kind of like no duh though. Like the only time you have to argue is when you can't You know, if you have a gun, you're not
Yeah.
arguing with someone. If you have a bunch of money, you're not arguing with it. The only time you have to, like,
Yeah. Arguments almost do nothing, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Arguments just literally build resentment. That's the only thing an argument does. If you're getting to the point where you're having an argument, you're not going to convince the other person.
well, that's the cool thing I love, like having brought in someone to the business, like a CFO that breaks down numbers and just turn to like there's the beauty of numbers is that they brook no argument. You
Yeah,
know?
but numbers don't
you can
always
present them. You can present the
Yeah,
shit
they
out of
don't
them.
always mean what's right.
Oh God, 100%.
They often don't mean what's right.
They often
especially
don't.
when you get into business. Like I mean, for me, like the only thing, as you know, that I care about is professional football. So
Simple man.
he says hurtful things that I internalize.
Noble
folks.
goals.
It's
but simple
it's
man.
called padding the stats. This is the stats lie. Sometimes you can have a game where you threw for 2 touchdowns and 300 yards.
The stats
but
don't.
if you threw 150 yards when you're already down by 32 points,
Here's
it
the
doesn't
thing.
really matter.
I disagree. The
Doesn't
stats
really
don't
matter.
ever lie. The way you present the stats can create an
No, the
anomalous.
stats can lie. In American football, they can.
How can they lie?
Because it doesn't because you aren't because the presupposition would be that you're against a defense that was always giving their all, but you're not.
Sure.
So in any sort of idea where you're assessing numbers, you have a lot of presumptions and they might not be true. All of these things
But
are in
that's-
context. You don't know what was omitted.
If you had the completeness,
things could have been omitted that weren't
that's
tracked.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
The
all right,
presentation
all right.
of the stats
Then we're saying the same thing.
can present things in a way that are not accurate for the current situation.
Really quick, I want to let you finish, but folks, I want to remind you that
I want to finish.
We're sponsored by Amazon. Oh, and that's why I shouldn't let you finish.
Never let me finish.
We're sponsored by Amazon Live. Katherine Heigl, she's got a lot of good stuff coming your way. Please continue.
Never let me finish.
I thought she was blacklisted. I guess not.
You can absolutely present your numbers in such a way that like when we look
Right.
at margin, right? There's
Don't say right.
if we want
Don't fucking say right like that.
when we want to look at margin in a positive way, we look at the margin right out of the gate, just
You can
after
say
labor.
right like that. That way you can say right.
Right out of the gate,
Yes.
just after labor, right? And
Okay.
then when we want to look at margin in a difficult kind of way, we can look at the margin when it includes things like
This
job
is
supplies
really
and
entertaining
materials
stuff.
costs. And then when we want to
You're
look at it,
being really
the
entertaining
worst,
right
then
now.
we pair.
Is this Tyler Smart podcast or is this a
Jesus
comedy
fucking
podcast?
Christ. Well, with you here,
Is this a peacocking or is this a comedy podcast?
infection.
Avoid the unhappy and unlucky.
What? That's the law?
Wow. So I guess
He started to have a psychotic break before this one. Infection? Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Can you click
This
again?
means-
Does it have like a... No, it
this
just
means
moves
we
on.
should have stopped being friends long ago. If you were doing things in your best interest.
Okay.
And that I will cede to.
What the
That I
actual
will cede
fuck?
to.
Okay. What the
Oh
fuck?
my God.
I mean,
folks, we're also
listen, if they
sponsored
give
by
it to
the
us
Navy.
free, we're sponsored by the Navy.
Forged by the Sea. Folks, the Navy is a really great way to find a creative outlet in cheating on your loved one.
and colonialize the Pacific islands. If you're ever
start a
trying to
whole nother
colonialize
family
the
and it's
Pacific
not a big
Islands,
deal.
definitely try the Navy.
Avoid
Infection.
the unhappy and unlucky. I mean, that is not the worst. I mean, the unlucky, that's a little bit unruly. Like you can't
Yeah.
really like quantify luck. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can.
You
but
you can just be like, I mean, pretty much what it's saying is like, don't fuck with poor people
yeah, I mean, or if poor people, I mean, you know,
unless you can use them.
there's happier and luckier poor people.
There are
Like
that's true.
Remember that the golden radio voice guy? You remember him?
Golden radio voice guy.
Oh yeah, bro. Here,
I don't
carry
remember
this
him.
really quick. Carry this
Okay.
really quick.
Yeah, I don't know. Avoid infection. Avoid that. So I'm assuming here he's saying that unhappiness and unluckiness is infectious. You know, I think that the natural state is a yes to that, but I think that that's only because people are horrible at boundaries. And I think that if you are capable of putting up healthy boundaries, it's actually not the case. I think you can fuck with whatever you want, but boundaries are key and boundaries are hard. So if you're a baseline human, probably avoid pores. If you're like me, then do whatever you want.
Okay. Really quick.
Media sharing.
You don't remember this guy? No. This homeless voice guy? Well, let's see if they get right back to it.
But recently, there's been this guy with an interesting sign at I-71 and Hudson Street. His handwritten sign says he has the God-given gift of a great voice.
Hey, I'm going to make you work for your dollar. Say something with that great radio voice.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9.
No, that's bullshit.
No, that's real shit.
That's real shit.
Wait, I want to hear his real voice. See what he says. I want to.
Listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
Wow.
It's kind of wild, right?
These words. And don't forget, tomorrow morning is your chance to win a pair of tickets to see this man live in concert.
What the fuck?
Thank you so much. Well, when I was 14 years old, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay,
When I was 14,
yeah.
I kind of listened to one of our area radio announcers.
He's one of the
He's
drug
fine.
addicts that
He's fine.
you really, if you are a homeless drug addict, you should hang out with him.
Yeah.
So you can be a poor and you can be lucky and you can be happy.
Absolutely.
The problem is he literally got a fucking radio job and then became homeless again. He literally became homeless again. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it for real?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, lovely. Here, can I do a quick read on this?
I mean, this is such a quick read. This is a long
no.
read.
Start from the on March 11th. Okay, on January 5th, 2011, Williams appeared on local radio programs. Okay. Subsequently, Williams received several job offers.
Wait, really quick. Father of 9 children.
Oh, fuck.
Drug abuse, criminal trespassing, pedestrian solicitation. We're not talking about jaywalking here, baby.
All of those are pretty chill. Drug abuse, okay, sure, you get yours.
Criminal trespassing?
Criminal trespassing
please don't.
can be a little bit freaky, but it's not like a B&E. Criminal trespassing isn't like
pedestrian
a B&E.
solicitation. I think he's contributing to trafficked individuals.
Well, no, I think he's just trying to give blowjobs for money.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see here.
Yeah, can we get the definition of pedestrian solicitation?
I guess that actually kind of makes sense. The act of
Yeah.
offering or attempting. Oh. Or, I mean, I guess he was kind of soliciting his ability to use his voice. He was like, I can use my voice or I can use my mouth. And those are not the same thing.
But they can be if you want them to be. I was 50% off of the second service. 50% off of the second service.
Okay, well... if you can get us through this, if you can get us, I don't want to get too off track. We were talking about some powerful stuff.
He remained sober since mid-2008, but started drinking in after the media attention. Later in February 2011, Williams, reflecting on why he had left the rehab facility, said to reporters, "I love Dr. Phil. I don't want to bash him in any way. I walked out of treatment because I was
he bashed me.
It was a little scripted. I felt there was no anonymity." Okay. On March 11th, 2011, William was interviewed again on Today, where he thanked his voiceover mentors Randy Thomas and Joe Capriano.
Okay.
In April 2011, Williams returned to Columbus as part of shooting a commercial.
Okay.
As part of a shooting. He's like, I'm going to head back for the shooting.
No, I hear we're dumping her on a new nail salon this month. So I'm going.
May 6, 2011, it was announced William would be entering a Texas rehab facility for emotional reasons. And not for narcotic reasons. Okay, sure. November 2011, New England Cable News announced that Williams had joined NECN as the official voice of New England Cable Channel. In February 2012, he became the golden voice of love to promote Kraft's mac and cheese in a YouTube campaign. Can we watch that?
Yeah, no,
Can we watch that?
Absolutely.
Golden voice of love, Kraft mac and cheese?
Yeah, I want to see if I could pull something up. Really, like I kind of want to see if I can let you keep cooking.
Oh, yeah. Let me cook, chef. Let me cook.
There we go.
Here, I can drag that over here.
No.
Well, okay, that works.
It's all about mouse
Okay,
control.
perfect. So, on May 14th, so this is 3 months later, Williams made an appearance in an interview on the Today Show with Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Cobb. Do you know who those
fucking
people?
hate Kathy and Hoda.
Really?
They are bad bitches.
Okay.
And I'm dead
Let's get into
serious.
that. Let's get into that. You said
Hoda's the worst because that's not even a fucking name.
Well, it's so close to Hodor.
I don't know what that is.
You Song of
Is
Ice
that-
and Fire.
Is that
Game
that
of Thrones?
lame? Okay, I was gonna say lame of Thrones.
You didn't watch Game of Thrones?
Fuck no, bro.
Oh wow.
Fuck no.
Wow. Okay.
Keep going.
Missing
keep
out.
Going, keep going.
Especially since you didn't read the books. You would have just... Okay.
Yes, you're smart.
January 2013.
You're smart with
segment.
great business acumen.
I'm not... That's not even... That's Game of
I'm
Thrones
sorry.
isn't
I'm
me.
sorry. Well,
isn't me.
But you were talking about reading the book.
Sure.
You were talking about reading the book.
Oh, sure. I think it would have been better for you because you hadn't read the book. I think it would have... Listen.
All right.
January 2013 segment for today. Williams revealed that he now lives in an apartment and is steadily employed as a commercial voiceover artist for Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. September 16th, 2013. Now, this is a big spread, folks. 10 months. Williams visited Access Hollywood Live to talk about narrating his new film, Houseless. Oh, that's cool. June 2015, we're 2 years later, announced on Now with Scott Spears that he was running for president of the United States as an independent candidate.
Oh my God, that's where he started doing drugs again.
He started doing
that.
drugs
You can
again.
pinpoint exactly where the drugs started to happen again.
William withdrew his candidacy through an announcement on his Facebook page expressing his frustration over the candidacy of Donald Trump. In addition, Williams voiced TV commercials for Pepsi for its updated Joy of Pepsi ad campaign with the tagline, "We put the ah in cola." In December
that's not bad. That's not bad.
2015,
That's really
Williams
not
announced
bad.
on Facebook video that he will return to WVKO as
Where
the
are we
morning
at
show
here?
host beginning on Monday, January
Okay,
2016.
we're down here. Okay.
As of 2019, he's working on a new reality show called Second Chance.
Okay. Before COVID.
And 2021, Williams announced on the Now with Scott Spears, he's running for governor of Ohio in 2022 as a... So he's just a fucking crazy person.
He really wants power.
Yeah.
He really wants fucking power.
I mean...
What's going on with that?
If you're a homeless person for a while, it makes sense that you're like,
Literally in the middle of COVID, he's like, I think I would like to be the governor. There's nothing more that he could have figured out that he wanted to do.
I love that.
Well, you love that.
I love that. Because
But
I'm a
you're not
Dunton
somebody.
Kruger.
You're not somebody that should be trusted.
I'm an Elm Street Krugerite. Through and through. I'm
Right.
gonna honeypot your fucking kids.
Here's his first commercial.
into working in my
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Diet Coke
Let's get it
factory.
going. You heard it here first, folks.
You can't just throw this at me.
Well, Dad's in the doghouse again. He just showed up with his client unannounced. Not even a text. Luckily,
I love the client is Asian. Something about that is so mildly racist. It's hilarious.
Absolutely.
It's really I can't even put my finger on why that's funny, but
It's
it
good.
is. Okay.
Bad
All right.
kid actor though.
Well, I think he's doing great so far.
Really, I hate
Oh
him.
my, no,
I fucking hate his guts.
I think he's a little overconfident, but I think he's doing well. I think he knows what he's got.
Okay. I'm gonna take that into consideration.
Let's keep going.
announced. Not even a text. Luckily, you've got Kraft homestyle mac and cheese in the pantry, so Mom can save the day.
Well, isn't this nice?
What a fucking cuck.
Really screwed this up.
Oh my God! This.
Come on.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's
we
get
gotta
to
hear the voice. We gotta hear the
all right,
voice.
All right. Are we ready? Everybody ready? You ready?
Here it is.
Kraft Homestyle macaroni and cheese.
That's him.
Cheesy noodles topped with golden brown breadcrumbs. You know you love it.
Oh God.
See, he says the same thing when he's just pounding away on a meth hooker.
You know you love it.
Yeah.
That was also part of what he said when he got arrested for the solicitation.
He just he.
Oh my goodness.
I like him though. I like the guy.
I think he actually.
Can we get him on the show? Is there any way?
I'm sure he is in a area where if we offered him
$100,
$100 and the chance to go down on one of us, that
Me.
we choose.
You think he's got fake teeth? You think he can go all gums?
You know what?
Daddy, can you go all gums? Daddy, can DC, you go YG.
He's got the golden voice, but how are you at golden
DCYG.
showers, Ted?
DC, YG, can you
Let
go?
me ask you.
AG. DC, YG, AG.
Oh, good God.
DC,
Oh, good God.
Dikya.
He's a big
can
acronym
you
lover.
go DC. Why? Fuck. This is like you need the meme with like the dog and all the science symbols going behind it.
Sure. You got the pike.
Fucking A. I love my acronyms, but
That's okay.
sometimes they don't. It's
That's
just
okay.
it didn't work out. But I do like it. Daddy, can you go all gums? Could we turn that into a t-shirt?
Daddy, can you go?
Daddy, can you go all gums? And it's just him. I could slap that together pretty quick. I could slap that together pretty quick.
That's not bad. Daddy, can you go all gums? I like that. See, this is what we should do, the T-shirt wars.
We really should.
I mean, maybe not live, but like okay, next week, do you want to come prepared with 2 Daddy, can you go all gums?
Ooh, you'll prepare
I'll
one.
have one. You'll have one.
Yeah,
and then we can see who wins.
Oh,
Daddy, can you go all gums?
Oh,
it does remind me of Daddy Chill. You know, obviously you know
Daddy Chill. So that's like
Daddy Chill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's
which is,
so
I mean,
good. That is a really good.
For folks that haven't seen Daddy Chill, I mean, just look it up.
Everyone must
just
have
look
seen
it up.
No, it's worth watching, in my opinion.
All right,
Daddy Chill.
I mean, okay. Well, you ruined you. I already did it. I'm sorry.
You just did a shitty job. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Listen, I don't always need to condemn you. Okay, I realize that, and I'm sorry.
I appreciate that you realize that. I don't think it's going to change a goddamn thing, but I appreciate in this moment that I get this, whatever this is. Is this a win for me?
I don't know.
You're trespassing on my property. Get the hell out of my yard. JT, let me have this house. JT let you have my house. My shit. I want it. You're trespassing on my property. You didn't win my yard. All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah.
Everybody out of my yard.
God, it's a classic. I actually did watch like the extended.
So that's real? It's real?
Oh, that's real shit.
It's real shit?
That's real shit. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Cool. That's good. I'm glad it's real.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's sometimes life imitates art. Imitates life, imitates art. You can't get better than that, folks. You cannot.
Oh.
Are we getting to the end here? I feel it getting into the end here. You want to do one more law of power and then call her a day?
Yeah, sure. Let's do one more law of power.
Okay.
Law 11. Law
Folks,
11.
we're gonna leave you with this, and then we're gonna leave you as always with some recommendations for you to enjoy
what
your
to
week.
do,
Yeah.
what to do with yourself.
Law 11. Oh, get a hint. Oh fuck.
Learn
to. Oh, this is fun. We can guess what it is.
Learn to
blank. Okay, it's not learn to love because that would be too nice. It's not learn to trust. It's not learn to anything.
I feel like it's going to be something stupid like learn to learn. I'm going to go learn to learn.
Oh, I could fucking see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you going with something like that? Learn to learn? Learn.
You know, knowing this guy, it's going to be like learn to rape. Knowing this guy, it's going to be learn to rape.
What's more powerful than that?
Yeah.
Okay, is that your official answer?
It's going to be learn to learn. I'm going to go with learn to learn, but you're welcome to use.
Honestly, because he's been just pretty brash, I think he's going to say learn to lie.
Okay.
I think he's going to say learn to lie.
I think that's a good choice. I think that's a solid choice.
And you're going with?
Learn to learn. Learn to
keep people dependent on you.
Stockholm.
Wow.
Wow.
That's not quite Stockholm.
This is like the weak man's laws of power. Like this is what
honestly though, I think like
this is the middle manager's manual for power.
Well, okay, I think if we were better people, we wouldn't be like, this is obvious. Like you know what I mean? I think if we had a better
if our ethical framework wasn't just
exactly, then this
cracked,
probably there are some people that are like,
be surprised.
Let me think about that.
Huh? I can't see how that would be advantageous.
Learn to keep people dependent on you.
When I ponder deeply,
I can see the qualms ethically, but I can also see the benefits.
Yeah,
pragmatically.
From this one is so tough because it's like for this power structure, for this to be what you need to use, you always have to have somebody above you that's observing in order to promote you, right?
Sure.
Like this is the only reason you need to learn to keep people dependent on you is to be a linchpin in a system where somebody else is going to observe you as the linchpin and then go, but you're going to move up.
I mean, you like in a business sense too, like if your clients can be dependent on you.
Oh, that's true.
You know?
That's true. I guess I was just thinking for like managers inside of my business. It's like I want the fucking opposite of that.
Right. I mean, your child's dependent on you. You need to
shatter all
withhold
plates.
Food from your child, and at certain times give him food to know that you are the provider of that,
That's
and
fair.
you can take it away anytime.
That's really good. That's really good. No, keeping clients dependent on you. That's a fair
pretty
one.
big. Thank you.
This guy is like literally fucking evil though. It's
God, yeah,
literally fucking evil.
Absolutely.
Like if everybody followed the 48 laws of power, like
what's
this world would
what's
just
really
be a
funny
wasteland.
is about his thing. He's like, well, he's actually a really interesting guy. But he'll like, well, part of the reason I made this was so that people know how to spot people that use these rules and help eliminate the distractions that they might ensue upon their own lives of the people in their network.
Wow.
You know,
really? He just totally fucking...
Honestly, he's a very interesting guy, Michael.
And that's
Green.
a good move. That's a good move to say
frame it like that.
Yeah, to frame it like that.
Absolutely.
You can win with him. You
Oh
can
no,
win
no,
with
no.
him.
Robert Green.
Michael Green did
Batman.
And the Rifleman.
Um,
I just wish every movie had man in it. Oh,
do you trust
Jesus
that man?
Fucking
Do you trust that man?
Christ. He literally.
Do you trust this man?
He has his chin hair, he looks
That's
like
like
a talking doll.
That's the last
Because
thing
of
you
his-
see as a big vaulted door closes and you're into eternal darkness. Oh wait, sorry,
Chucky,
wait,
Chucky.
really quick, sorry.
Chucky.
We didn't,
Wait.
but we weren't on sharing. They didn't see.
We weren't on
Yeah,
sharing?
we're on sharing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I wanted to make sure they
Okay,
saw.
go back.
Okay,
I
okay.
need the first.
Yeah.
I need the first. Wait, no. They need the first.
The first one.
Was it this one?
Not
No,
that one.
no,
Not that
go
one.
back this
Here,
way.
No, not well.
I think.
I got it.
Yeah, here
there
it
we
is.
go.
Here
There
it
we
is.
go. There
Here
we
it is.
go.
Okay, so
he does have
this
the
guy-
marionette lines. Yes,
he's got the
does, yeah.
marionette lines, and then we've got Chucky. Let's get Chucky here. Let's get. Does Chucky not have the marionette lines?
No.
Talking marionette.
Bride of Chucky might.
Bride of Chucky.
Or are you thinking the ventriloquist?
Talking-
You're
yes.
thinking the ventriloquist through Goosebumps.
Ventriloquist Goosebumps.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking.
Goosebumps.
I know what
Okay,
you're thinking.
okay.
You're thinking that, right?
Yes. Oh, it's so
Yep.
good. Yeah.
No
I mean,
facial hair though.
no facial hair.
That's concerning.
Look at that, guys.
Marionette lines.
He's a
Yeah.
fucking puppet. He's
Yeah.
a fucking puppet.
Absolutely.
So is he? He is a cunt.
I mean, he's an insightful cunt, but I look really quick with these laws and those eyes. I don't think you can not be a cunt. But I
Yeah.
definitely have listened to some insightful podcasts from him, and I'm
It
like,
looks like he's permanently
interesting.
having a slight allergic reaction. His puffy eyes.
he did Bill Hughes podcast though, and that's how I know about him. He's done Bill Hughes podcast like
13th
fucking-
law of power. Take antihistamine to reduce puffiness in your eyes. Wait, what the fuck, Michael?
is that
Robert?
How do you what?
Oh, heater goal? Yeah, no, this isn't pre-recorded.
Oh, this is not pre-recorded. No.
Yeah, no, we just
spitting it live, baby.
we're just spitting it live.
We're spitting it
dog.
live.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We're coming to an end here. This week, here I'm going to tell you something that's actually take a hard pivot. I'm going to take a hard pivot. Try and think about 3 values that you have this week,
And then fucking erase
and then
them.
fucking erase all of them and just learn to
rape.
Learn to learn.
You're
No,
like as Tyler said.
as Tyler said. I didn't say that.
As Tyler said.
I didn't say that. No, but do a little bit of soul searching. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck the 3. Literally just think about one value. Think about one value.
Your core value.
Think about not even your core value, just one value you have.
I would say core value, but you can do whatever you want.
Sometimes things are too hard. You want to make it as simple as possible so it's actionable. Okay? You're a dreamer, and I get that, and I respect that. You go far, but sometimes you have to take it bit by bit.
Nope.
And that's one of my values, realism. Groundedness.
And my goal for you guys this week is going to be if you are a landed man, right? If you don't live in a multifamily complex, one of your neighbor's animals that's always kind of frustrated you, do something to get him in line. Like throw a fucking orange at him or something. If you live in an apartment, then somebody that you know that bugs you, leave a random freaky note for them. That's gonna kind of get them in check a little bit. I want you guys to like look around you and see something that's been bugging you and take a little bit of action.
Right.
But I
yeah.
want it to not be chill. I want it to
Okay.
not be like a super
Leave a
chill
note
thing.
that's on their car that says, "I know you were there that night."
Exactly.
Something just very cryptic.
Not like criminal, not criminal. I don't want you to. Some of these are criminal. I do give to-dos that are criminal, just so you guys know. But like,
Thank you, Heater Girl.
not something
Appreciate
that crosses
You're
that
warming our
line
hearts.
today. But do something that really freaks out somebody or an animal that just kind of helps them like fall back into line.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, and Hater Girl, thank you so much. Yeah,
really
it'd be awesome to
appreciate
have you
that.
on the show. It'd be awesome to have you on the
Yeah,
show sometime.
Pop in. We do this every Monday morning.
Yep,
now.
Monday morning.
Every Monday at noon. Monday
at noon PST.
So pop on in and.
Oh fuck! Our music's.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I forget to put the music on.
Hey, that's okay.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
We had it for a while.
We
had it for a while.
love you.
Yeah, we'll bring it. Here we go.
You beautiful, wonderful
beautiful.
viewers at home. Heater Girl, we'll see you again next week
We'll see
on
ya.
Monday. You can go check out our
Appreciate y'all.
backlog. Biggest of Smoochies.
Get a
We're
value
here for you.
Get a value, identify it, and do a small transgression against somebody that has been
That has
irking
wronged you. Yeah. And next week, be prepared. We're going to try and finish off those laws of power. We're going to get powerful next week.
See, this finish off. Bitch, we're at fucking 11.
Okay, we're going to
You want to do 37 fucking laws of power?
37 laws of power. We're doing a 4-hour episode next week, guys.
That wouldn't even be entertaining.
It might.
We love you guys.
We love
you
you.
guys, but we don't like each other.
Hey.
Mwah, mwah.